purpose, beautiful people, and welcome to Soothing Sessions. I'm your host, Shannon Chappelle, and I am here to soothe your soul. If you're new here, welcome to the community. And if you've been listening, thank you for coming back and sharing this space of peace, connection, and growth. Before we begin each session, we'll start with an intention and we'll close with an affirmation. So that way your heart and soul is open to receive any and everything that God has for you in this moment. So before we begin, let's light our favorite candle. For this session, I am going to light my manifestation candle from Sensual Soothers, which reads, bringing your desires into reality through your mindset, thoughts, and beliefs. And the gemstones in this candle are the tiger's eye, which is your inner strength, citrine, which is your success stone, and then black obsidian is for grounding and clarity. So these are all stones for manifestation. Next, I am drinking water from my Sensual Soothers mug, soothing souls one sip at a time. And on the back of the mug, we have affirmations, and the manifestation affirmation says, manifestation begins with my mindset. Receive it, believe it, achieve it. And we're going to dive deep into that in today's session. All right, guys, grab your journal, grab your blanket, and let's settle into our space as we dive into today's session, which is the power of manifestation. Let's set our intention. Today, I align my thoughts, energy, and actions with the life I desire. Manifestation and what it really is. There is a spiritual and scientific connection to manifestation. It's not just about wishing that something will happen. It's about alignment. It's about your spirit and the universe all connecting and working together to create the life that you desire. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs and your energy into the reality that you want to create for your life. Spiritually, this is trusting God's word. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Scientifically, it's about energy and focus. What you give attention to grows. Spiritually, it's about trust, surrender, affirmations, and faith. Scientifically, it's about aligning your thoughts and your focus to connect with what it is that you desire. Scientifically, visualization is powerful. It's about imagining and aligning your thoughts, your visions to the reality of the life that you want to create. So the things that you see, the things that you speak into existence, you're putting your desires out there to the universe. So that's why they say your words are important or your thoughts are important, because what you put out to the universe is what you're going to attract to yourself, which means when you see yourself living in peace or starting that business or getting married, having children, or whatever it is that your heart desires, God will then connect that spirit to that, and everything will start to align because you are visually, scientifically putting it out there to the universe. So therefore, the spirit and what your heart desires will all connect together for the greater good, which then makes it real. So how do we do that? It's all about setting intentions, setting clear intentions, being specific in what you want and in the life that you truly desire. In the last session, I said self-love is the soil in which everything grows. Well, as far as manifestation, the seeds of manifestation are intentions. You must be clear in your intentions. You must write down your intentions. You must speak it out into the universe, and you must believe in the intention that you are speaking, in the life that you want to create. You have to believe in it as well. When you speak it and you write it, make sure you speak it with conviction and that you believe in what it is that you want for yourself. It is the only way that this is going to work. And I'm not talking about, oh, I want $1 million. I want, materialistic stuff. No, I'm talking about true desires. Yes, we all want $1 million, but be very, when I say specific, like knowing that this is a goal that you can reach, so speak it, write it down, and be very specific about what you want for you and for your life. A technique to help with this is visualization techniques. So when you are meditating, sitting in silence, visualize what you want. Visualize that house on the beach. Visualize that partner, husband or wife, with children. Visualize you traveling the world, starting your own business. Because when you visualize things, you are, again, it's the scientific and spiritual belief that you are connecting, everything is being connected together. So you have to see you have to see what it is that you want, because I assure you, God will start sending things. You're going to start attracting those things to you that you visualize for yourself. So imagery is important, and it's not like you're just daydreaming. We're not talking about that. Again, it's being intentional about what it is that you want. So sitting there, imagining, the life that you desire, you're then going to attract, you're going to see that those things are going to start coming to you. And a step further into that is creating vision boards. My girls and I, we used to do vision board parties all the time. And I'm sure we know what vision boards are, but for those who don't, vision boards is taking, getting magazines, pictures, clips, whatever you want, and putting it on a board. So that way you are, once again, visually seeing the life that you desire. So when we used to do the vision boards, I would create one for career. I would create a family, and then I would have I want to travel. And then just I don't want to say miscellaneous things, but just smaller, short-term goals that I want to accomplish. So for me, again, I'm an actress, so I would put brand deals of commercials that I want to book, and or put celebrities that I want to work with on set. Career, as far as family, got the husband, so visualizing my family, kids, all of that. And then travel. I will put places in the world that I want to travel to. And the good thing about a vision board, when you accomplish something on that board and you get to check it off, it is nothing like that. I booked a few commercials, and they were actually on my board, and my first one was Toyota, and I was just like, the fact that a vision board, a vision on my board came into fruition was just so amazing, and it's so grateful to God. And then I was able to work with a A-list celebrity that I've always wanted to work with, so I was able to check that off. And it's just when you see, things that you manifest come into fruition, it's just yeah, I'm on the right path because I was intentional about it. I speak life into it. I see it every day. So I'm aligning my thoughts and my vision with my intention. And it's nothing more gratifying when those dreams come true. Another part of manifestation is overcoming limiting beliefs. You have to believe in what it is that you desire for your life. And saying and speaking positive affirmations to yourself and into what it is that you desire is very important. Don't say things, oh, I'm not good enough. for that to happen to me? Or who am I to receive this blessing? Or I didn't put in the work, so I don't deserve, to be at this level. Like self-doubt. Like we don't do that around here, okay? Because we speak positivity into our lives. So it is very important that you have to mentally stay afloat. And by doing that is one, like I said last session, having a relationship with God is like extremely pivotal in manifestation. So talking to God, connecting with God, letting God know this is what I want for my life, and trust that He is going to make a way for that to happen. So don't get down on yourself. Don't talk bad to yourself, because that it's going to erase and it's going to overshadow what it is that you want for yourself. Because then you'll start focusing on the negative aspect of it and not the positive aspect, which is reaching those goals, reaching what it is that your heart desires. So believe in yourself and believe that you can achieve what it is that you want for yourself. Because when you speak negative to yourself, those beliefs aren't from God. Like that's fear, not faith. And faith is trusting in God. So instead of saying, I'm not enough, say, no, I am enough. I am worthy of a beautiful lifestyle. I am worthy of that promotion at work. I am worthy for a trusting, loving partner. I'm worthy of having 6 figures in my bank account. Okay. I am worthy of starting my own business. And whatever it is that God has for you, you have to speak life into it, not with fear, but with faith. And the more that you repeat the truth, the weaker the lies get. And with that, that takes me to, I would say, the 3 steps of manifestation. And this is just something that God and I came up with. Manifestation, it flows in 3 steps. Receive it, believe it, achieve it. Let me say that again. Receive it, believe it, achieve it. Receive it. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open and surrender to God. God, what do you have for me? Release resistance. It's saying that, God, I am open to receive any and everything that you have for me in this moment, in this lifetime. What do you have for me? I am open to receive it. You're calling it in. You're asking for it. When I quit my job at the shop and I thought things were on the up and up, and actually it was on the down and down. And I came to a point where I was like, what am I going to do? Like, trouble in the marriage. I don't have a job. The industry is like going down. And what am I going to do? So in my moment of depression, I had to really sit and surrender to God. And I had to start looking within myself and manifesting the life that I truly desire. And everything that I wanted up until that point, some I accomplished, some I didn't, but I knew that it was time that I had to basically pivot, I guess you could say. But I didn't know where to pivot to. So I surrendered to God and I said, look, I thought I was going here, but always you just seem to take me over here. So I surrender, Lord. What do you have for me? I'm open to receive it, because whatever I think it is, it ain't. So what do you have for me? I'm ready to receive. Then after receiving it, you got to believe in what it is that God gave you to receive. So step 2 is believe it, because you can receive things all day. People give you advice all day. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. You take it or leave it. receive stuff all day, but do you believe in everything that it is that you receive? When I was starting my business, a friend of mine warned me. She was like, people are going to give you unsolicited advice. You're not going to want it. They're not even going to know what it's like to start a candle business. But they're going to just put their 2 cents in, whether you ask for it or not, take it or leave it. Because some advice may be good. Most of the time, it may not be good because people are always going to tell you what they would do in a situation. And most of the advice is from people who ain't even doing nothing, which is comedy to me. But some advice, I'm not going to lie. Actually, I got a lot of good advice when I was starting my business. And some of it, I was like, you know what? That was a good no. I believe in that. Or take it another step. When God gave me the idea of sensual soothers, did I believe in it? Yes. So, and actually before sensual soothers, I was dibbling and dabbling in real estate, just trying to figure out a way out of the current job that I was in at the moment. So I started with real estate, absolutely hated it, and lost money while doing it too. But what I will say, real estate showed me that I can start a business. And all the mistakes that I made during the real estate, I didn't make those mistakes during starting up sensual soothers. So even though I received the vision or offer, I received, the information to dabble in real estate. I necessarily didn't believe it because my heart wasn't in it, but it was like, I'm going to do what I got to do to get up out of this current job. But I didn't believe in it. And then less than a year, I shut the business down because it was like, this ain't it. Okay. I don't believe in it. My heart is not fulfilled. I actually hate it. I don't want to do this. And this was like doing wholesale real estate, connecting sellers and buyers together. Not it for me. But then when God presented sensual soothers to me, I believed in that vision. And I was like, this is it. I am passionate about intentions and affirmation. When I'm passionate about candles, I love me some candles. They're all over my house. I love candles. I love creating scents. And then again, the added element was adding the gemstones in the candles. So that stuff was fulfilling to me, especially because I was going through my own depression. So as I was coming up, or God and I was coming up with this business, I was healing through the process. So that brings me to step 3, which is achieve it. Okay. You gotta achieve it because what? Faith without works is dead. You got to put in the work. So I received the vision from Sensual Soothers from God. I believed in that vision, and then I took action to achieve that vision. So I put that work in. I was researching, talking to candle vendors, getting my scents together, creating my scents, building my website. And you're talking a one-woman show here. But within 6 months of God giving me the idea of Sensual Soothers and me launching Sensual Soothers, I believed in it so much. During that 6-month time, I was in complete solitude because I was grinding it out to create or to make my vision come to life. And it did. And we are pushing through, and I'm just grateful for it. The 3 steps: receive it, believe it, achieve it. And just trust and know that God got you along the way. Because let me tell you something, God is not going to give you a vision, an idea, whatever it is, What he has for you is for you. And he is not going to give it to you to just leave you by yourself. Like, no, when God gives you something, one, is going to stay on your heart. Like, even with this podcast, I didn't want to do no podcast. I just wanted to sling some candles, encourage people to speak life into themselves. And, I had meaning behind it, but God took it to another level. And it's like every year into the business, I continue to grow. And I know God's hand is all over it. So when God gives you something, know that you will not fail, because he will not give it to you for you to fail. He got you. And I'm not saying it's not going to be trials, tribulations, obstacles on the way, because it's going to be a lot. Let me tell you, this year was very, very tough because of the economy. We had to pivot. With the pivot, I was able to expand my products. So instead of just candles, we have these affirmation mugs where you have the affirmations on the back. We also have tote bags. Again, I wrote a book. And now we have this podcast. So God is going to lead you. He is going to guide you, and he's going to show you signs along the way that he has your back. So receive it, believe it, achieve it. Know that God got you, and know that you got this. My book, Journey to Inner Peace and Purpose, chapter 2 is the power of manifestation, manifesting your desires by aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So when we talk about the science and spirit of manifestation, I'm going to read this first part to you. Manifestation is the art of bringing your desires and dreams into reality through focused intention, belief, and action. It's a harmonious blend of science and spirit where the energy of your thoughts and emotions shapes the way the world is around you. At its core, manifestation operates on the principle that everything is energy, including our thoughts and feelings. The law of attraction proposes that like attracts like. Therefore, positive thoughts and emotions attract positive experiences and outcomes. When we align our vibration with what we desire, we create a magnetic pull that draws those desires deeply into our reality. Now, on a scientific level, manifestation involves the reticular activating system, our RAS, in our brain, which filters information and focuses our attention on what we deem important. By consistently visualizing and affirming our goals, we train our RAS to notice opportunities and resources that align with our desires. Spiritually, manifestation is about co-creating with the universe. It's a dance of intention and surrender, where we trust that the universe supports our highest good and aligns us with experiences that resonate with our soul's purpose. Every small step toward alignment brings you closer to your heart's desires. Have you heard the term, many are called, few are chosen? I am a chosen one, and I'm sure many of you are chosen ones. When you are a chosen one, and God gives you that vision, that idea, that business, whatever it is that you are called to do, you must execute it. Because let me tell you something, it's not going to go away until you execute it. With this podcast, he gave me this vision last year, right? And then life got in the way. And I kind of was like, oh, well, it was never nothing it's not, something I really wanted to do anyway. So whatever. But let me tell you, the calling that I had on this podcast, it will not go away. It was on my heart, on my mind. Anytime I log into YouTube, God would just, or the algorithms, it was God just putting podcasts on my timeline, people that I didn't even know about, all aligning with the same idea I had of sensual soothers, or in the case, the name of the podcast, Soothing Sessions. And I'm like, well, if these people out here, creating their podcast and speaking the word of God and healing and touching people, I want to do the same thing, because I'm out here grinding at these pop-ups, which if it is a lot of work. How can I reach more people? And God is like, through the internet. And I'm really not, like I scroll on, the apps or whatever, but far as posting, I'm a private person. I post highlights, but I'm not posting every day. Also, I feel like time is going by so fast. By the time I wake up, it's nighttime. So I'm like, where do you find the time? But with this, with soothing sessions, it just wouldn't leave me. And I mean, it was on my heart heavy to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, let me get back to it. Let me figure it out. But when I say God's divine timing is everything, because when I wanted to start the podcast, if I had started it then, I wouldn't have had Journey to Inner Peace and Purpose. This came from life in after I initially wanted to start the podcast, and then I went into my state of depression, and the book came out of that, because I asked God, well, again, if this is not my purpose, then what is my purpose? And he said, start writing. And we ended up with a whole self-help book. So once I wrote this and felt healed after, I was so compelled to help others get to that same peace and purpose. And so now, starting soothing sessions, I feel like I have more to offer. I'm not just here just chatting about God and his glory and all that he does, but I actually have examples. I have gone through some very, very traumatic stuff and made it on the other side of it. And with that, a book was born out of that. So now I have something to give. I have something to offer from real life experiences that I didn't have when I initially wanted to start this. So I am so grateful for that. And anytime I, just question if I'm really doing the right thing, like if this is for me. One, I have to know this is not about me. This is about y'all. This is about doing the work of the Lord's. And with that, I am grateful that I am chosen to do that. I am grateful for the traumatic experience that I went through, because if I did not go through that, this book never would have been written. And then I would not be here helping heal and soothe your soul and help guide you to inner peace and purpose. So everything happens for a reason. It's all in God's divine timing. And God continues to show me along this journey that he has my back. Angel numbers is a huge sign that God and your angels are with you. And I see angel numbers about 4 or 5 times a day, every day. And it's so crazy because when I was quitting the shop, in the last episodes, I talk about me leaving the beauty supply store. I worked there for 13 years, and I just took the leap of faith and said I could no longer do this. And then I was booking a lot of gigs. So I'm like, oh, acting is picking up, I'm about to make it. And then everything just fell apart. So my process of when I knew that, okay, it's time for me to leave this store, God literally was showing me angel numbers every day to confirm that what I was believing and and trusting that he got me on the other side of this store. um the angel numbers were signs of confirmation that God has my back. And I mean, every time I was like, oh, let me check the time, it's 222 or 333 or 444 or 555 or 1111 or 111. I'm talking every day, y'all. I am seeing these. And only when it's like, oh, let me check the time. I'm not ironically checking the time at angel number time. Or how ironic is it that I'm checking the time at angel number time? Like, it's crazy. But that was the sign that I was getting from God, that I got you. Like, I got you. And also, I had this lady come into the store. It was her first time. I was helping her with the wig for some event she had. And she what are those people called? She was like a psychic, I guess you could say, but like another name for it. I'm having a brain fart right now. But she did a reading on me. And in the moment at the shop, she was like, I feel you. I feel your energy. And she said, the universe is telling me to tell you that your blessing is on the other side of this store. So you've been called to leave. I'm here to tell you that you will be okay. But God has something for you, and He's not going to give it to you until you leave here. Because when you leave here, you are reassuring God that you trust Him and that you're trusting the fact that He has you outside of this. He said, but you're not going to receive that blessing as long as you're working here at the store. Mind you, I just met this lady like 3 minutes ago. And I was like, wow. Okay. All right. Now, and after that, I knew it was time to go. That was like the confirmation that I needed. So I started to take the steps. And I'm telling you, every small step you take, God is going to give you those signs. I'm right here. I got you. Just keep going. Keep going. Like in my gym, I'm telling you, my trainer be killing us. Woo, he be killing us. But when we be ready to quit, he says, as long as you're moving, you're winning. Long as you're moving, you're winning. So every small step is a step towards the life that you desire. And people think, oh, it's a sprint. No, it's a marathon. But as long as you're moving forward, those small steps are going to add up to big steps. So just keep going. Going back to speaking life and speaking affirmations into what it is that your heart desires. In the book, Journey to Inner Peace and Purpose, I have 20 manifestation affirmations that will help you to get started on speaking positivity into what it is that you want. So, just a few. Everything I desire is on its way to me right now. I am worthy of all the abundance I attract. I trust the universe to provide me in amazing ways. My mind is a magnet for miracles. I attract success and prosperity with ease. So, those are a few manifestation affirmations that you can speak to yourself on a daily basis that will help your mindset to stay aligned with what it is that you desire for yourself. Today, I want you to take a moment to write down 3 things that you want to manifest for your life, whether it's career, family, starting that business, moving to a new city, traveling the world, whatever it is that you want. Name 3 things that you are manifesting. It could be short term or long term. I want you to write it down, put it up somewhere. So every day, morning and night, you read it, you speak it out loud, you affirm it, you believe it, and you achieve it to make those goals and whatever it is that you're manifesting come into fruition. So, 3 things that you want to manifest for your life right now, write it down so you can achieve it, you can see it, and watch your spirit and scientifically watch how the universe will all connect and bring those desires of your heart into light. As we end this session, let's close with our affirmations. Everything I desire, it's on its way to me. I trust God's timing and I align with abundance, peace, and purpose. Take a breath in, exhale. One more time, breathe in, exhale, receive it, believe it, achieve it, and know that God's got you along the way. You got this. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's session, The Power of Manifestation. It is so important to align your thoughts, actions, and beliefs together to create the life that you desire. If you love this session, please subscribe, like, comment, follow, and share this with someone who needs a reminder of the power of their dreams. And remember that your own journey is sacred and unique, and it's your own, no one else's. So don't compare yourself to someone else's life. You don't know what they went through to get there. So just focus on yourself, align your thoughts into what it is that you believe, and know that God is holding your hand along the way. I love you. I thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in. We are here to soothe souls one session at a time.